What's good? It's NIKO Is, best hair in the biz. Salute Mixtape Kings, man. Chill, recognize, chill. Joe Cosby, boy, blah.
Hello, hello, hello. Once again, this is another episode of Mixtapekings.com presents Beat Street. I'm your girl, Anita Clay. And once again, we do have another special episode here for you guys. I'm sitting here with NIKO Is.
What's up?
Yep. We actually caught up with Talib Kweli not too long ago, and he was telling us that Javotti Media is actually his movement, and NIKO is one of his artists. NIKO, when did you start rapping? Like, when was this something that you decided was gonna be?
I mean, I started rapping about 12 years ago.
Okay.
You know, right away, it just felt right, you know. I just started writing battle raps, you know, in high school, and practicing in lunchrooms and stuff, and then right on already, I felt I was like, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. Feels right, you know. And here we are, you know, 12 years later.
You had 2 mixtapes out before this one, correct?
Like 15.
15.
15. But yeah.
But I would say like the last 2 were about, what was it, the Chill Cosby and...
Yeah, I think Chill Cosby is like, was the last amateur album, you know, that we did. My opinion, you know, and then Good Blood is when everything fell into place, kind of, you know.
And where would you say, like, how did you get hooked up with Javotti Media? Like, how did that process happen?
Well, Kweli came to Orlando. He was just vibing, and he went to a nightclub, back booth, where my man Triska was throwing an event called Shake and Bass. And he just walked in, and then he got handed one of my CDs, and then Triska was like, yo, you can get some money with them. So the next day, we got in the studio, and we did, you know, I got a feature from Kweli, killed the song, you know, it was an honor. And then over a year, he kept coming to Orlando a lot, and we developed a relationship, and, you know, we vibed, and we go out and get tacos and stuff, and then I showed him the new music, and he was really interested. He's like, I want to release this, you know, and then here we are.
Nice. So you just dropped your album Brutus, right? How's it going so far for you?
It's going great.
Yeah.
It's an honor, you know. We pressed vinyl, had an incredible listening session, you know. Dream come true.
Nice, and you're going on tour soon, right? Yeah, you're going to start in Chicago.
We are starting in Chicago at the Metro. Immortal Technique Talib Kweli tour. I'm opening it with CF, Hassan Salam, some crazy spitters.
Yeah.
Rebel Arms, shout out to them.
Cool, nice. So your choices of word, like when you're about to make, you know, you're sitting down, like, all right, I'm gonna have a writing session or whatever. You know, from what I've been listening to, you have a very creative choice of words that you go through. Is there any type of reference that you kind of go to, or is it something that just kind of, you know, pops in your head as the, you know?
I mean, I think it rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed that I can execute my thoughts in a rhyme, you know. I don't really think about having writing sessions, you know. Like, I'm just constantly creating, constantly thinking, you know. My life reflects in my music, you know. So it's not something I have to, like, go too far to dig for inspiration, you know. I just live, and that creates music, you know what I'm saying?
Two artists.
Yeah. How it should be, you know. I don't understand any other way besides that, you know. It's just like, a lot of people get caught up in, you know, like the fact that it's an industry and that we gotta sell product, you know, and I think that kind of diverts people from the main point, which is the art, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here if my shit wasn't involved, you know, like Kweli wouldn't work with me if my music wasn't good, you know, and I'm blessed, you know.
So, out of all of this, you know, like in your experience, you know, your 15 mixtapes and stuff, you know.
Maybe 17.
Maybe 17. What would you say is your favorite one so far? Would you say it's the last one that you did, or is it?
My favorite one hasn't been released yet.
Oh, okay.
You know, I haven't even written it yet.
Is that going to be like the next thing? Every time a new one comes out, you're like, I haven't written it yet.
Yeah. I have this thing where it's, you know, I create so much. So it's like I get over things really quick, you know, like as far as music, it's like, all right, it's like a movie, you know, it's like every record I do is a movie, you know, and we just finished the Brutus movie. I can't wait to start shooting the next one, you know, not because I don't love it, you know, this is my baby, this is my first official baby, you know, and it's like, but I'm ready to show the world more movies, you know, and we got a lot of movies. We're blessed, you know.
You're originally from Brazil, and how old were you when you first moved to the United States?
I moved to Orlando at like 7.
Okay. Cool. And would you say your music kind of reflects some sort of Brazilian
Absolutely.
vibe to it?
Absolutely. My producer, thanks Joey, who produced the whole Brutus album.
Yeah.
He's Syrian from Brooklyn, and he has this real. He's like a born again Brazilian, you know. Once
I think I might be one of those too.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna be soon.
Yeah.
Brutus. Yeah. But so a lot of Brutus is Brazilian music, you know. A lot of old Brazilian music that we touched on, you know. We kind of created this new genre called tropical, like tropical, you know what I'm saying? And it's all this like. You know, it reflects. In fact, I'm from Brazil and Florida, you know, like in these warm climates. That reflects in my music. That's how I want it to be. I want, you know, like our collective is called Colors of the Culture. You know, we're just trying to add a little color, you know, and with the music, that's how I want it to be, you know. Not to say that I don't write sad songs, but with music, I want it to be like an escape. You know, I want people to listen to music and be taken somewhere, not be taken to the same place where they're at, you know. So it's like, you know, we want to have that tropical vibe to it.
I wanted to mention, you've been working with Thanks Joey for a while. How many mixtapes did you do with him?
17.
You did all 17 with him? So what is it about him? Is it, you know, that you guys have just been collaborating for so long, so you work so well together? Or, you know, like what is it about his beats that you know, makes you keep going back?
Well, me and him started this together, you know, like when I started writing raps, he started making beats.
Yeah.
And, you know, he used to beatbox for me in the hallways when I rapped, you know, he used to beat on the table, you know, banging on the table. You know, so it's like, that's my man, you know, that's my brother, you know, like that's how we started this Colors of the Culture thing, and we added, you know, a few other producers on the team too, you know, so everything is in-house. You know, when we make our art, I want it to reflect that this is Colors of the Culture. You know, I could easily go to the hottest producer right now and get a beat from him. I could easily go get a feature from the hottest rapper out, you know, and like to stamp what I'm doing, you know, and a lot of people will probably be like, yo, he's on. Because that's people's perspective, you know, they just care about the on thing. Because making it, you know what I'm saying, being successful in any industry is unrealistic. Like to be real successful, you know, like that just doesn't happen. So when you see things like Kanye and these people who are just like beyond like life, you know, like they came from nothing and now they're like, you know, like I saw Kanye the other day at the Chappelle show and he walked in like a president, you know, I was like, whoa, whoa. You know, and I'm like, that's great because of music. You know, like, so it's like, it's surreal to see that these stories do happen, you know? So when people see it happening, they get kind of caught up into the whole glamour of things, you know? And, you know, that's why there's a lot of stupid music out. There's a lot of shitty music out, you know, because people just, they don't give a fuck anymore because their whole perspective changes. I'm in right now. So let me just make sure you know, let me get the hot new rapper. And that's cool, I love the hot new rappers, I'm all about it. But I think you have to, you know, separate yourself in this industry that's super overpopulated, you know, and just do yourself. Do what feels right. You know? That's why I work with my producer, you know, at our studio, with my engineer who does, you know, Juice, who made my artwork, you know, he did all the artwork, you know, everything is in-house. And working with Javotti, everything they do is in-house. So it's only right, you know, it's a natural fit for what we're doing, you know. So it's great. I'm very excited.
Awesome. So out of all the singles on Brutus, is there any features? I know Talib is going to be on one, but is there any like special features that are on there?
So yeah, back on the feature thing. I want things to make sense. You know, it's like when we cast these movies, you know, our albums, I don't want to just get the hot new actor. I want to get the actor that plays the role the right way. You know what I'm saying? It could be the hot new actor, but I want him to play the right role. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole puzzle that we're all playing our own roles. You know. So on this album, I'm blessed to have Sci-Hi the Prince on the record, on Bubba. You know, and that's a real big record for me. You know, I really enjoy that jam. I think he fit it perfectly. You know, and then I got Talib on Carmen, which is the first joint we did. And then I have this record called We Know, that's towards the end, featuring Kool-Aid D, who's one of my favorite rappers, you know, from That's Racist, you know. And it's just that it's a crazy movie. The fact when you actually hear that and you hear what Kool-Aid D did and how natural it sounds, you know, and it's just, I love it. You know, I'm very humbled that they came through and, you know, executed perfectly. It's an honor.
Nice. So we got our golden question. So I asked you what your favorite mixtape of yours is, but what's your favorite mixtape of all time?
Wow, what a question. Mixtape?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a pretty good question. I don't know if I have a favorite mixtape, you know. Good Blood by NIKO Is. Nah, I don't know. It really depends on the day, you know. When people ask me stuff like, what do you listen to, you know, like, I listen to things based on my mood and my vibe, you know. So like, I love Guess Who's Back by 50, you know. That's a crazy mixtape.
Yeah.
You know, I love, you know, Lay Orchestration, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love, you know, a lot of joints. Trap or Die. You know, I'm a big Gucci Mane fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Florida, I love Gucci, you know, so I love, you know, Trap God, I love, you know, it just depends on the vibe, you know what I'm saying? But right now my favorite one is The Cathedral by Javotti Media, Talib Kweli, NIKO Is. Boom, SoundCloud.
Alright. Well, thank you, Niko. Thank you so much for having us, you know, giving us the time, you know. And so guys out there, please check out Niko. You can go to his website, www.nikoismusic, which is NIKOIS music.com. You also got your information for your tour dates on there. You can buy the tickets for there. You can check out his music.
Buy a shirt.
Yeah, you can do all that stuff. So thank you for tuning in once again. My name is Anita Clay, and we'll see you soon.
That's here in biz.
The lazy stoner is drinking Merlot, we in Rizal. Such a class.